Well, this area was logged last summer, and this is what's left of it. A lot of tops, a lot of weeds.
To put it bluntly, the forest is being devastated.
We never thought the state would cut the trees down at such an unprecedented rate.
What they've been doing recently has been a significant amount of clear cutting.
They've increased the amount of logging in our state forests by 1,000%.
They came in with bulldozers and dumped gravel throughout the system and basically ran roads down all the ridge tops and pushed the trees out of the way.
And I worry that in the future it will change the nature of the forest to the point where it isn't the same. The trails may be closed or damaged to the point where they're very difficult.
The Division of Forestry has had their budget slashed these last several sessions of the legislature, and they've been told to generate that lost income by selling trees, and they're using that money to fund the Department of Natural Resources.
We trusted that the forest would be managed carefully and intelligently.
I was seeing whole loads go out of here that didn't seem to be 15 or 16 inches in diameter. And I thought the purpose would have been to selectively cut the big timber, but that's not what they did.
Some of it's probably used for furniture, but a majority of it goes to make pallets.
They take a little bit of the tree they want and then leave the rest of it lay.
They don't do anything but mark trees and cut timber. They don't reseed, they don't go in and plant, they don't fertilize, they don't do anything other than mark and cut trees and sell trees. Used to have people come and spend all 3 weekends of hunting season, either camped out or in their cabins, and those people don't return anymore.
Back in the 90s, used to come into these woods, I would see 8, 10 deer just about every time. Now, I'm lucky to see one.
There is a clear cut up in there that I can't walk through, so I know the deer can't walk through it.
I've seen 5 or 6 deer feeding around one oak tree, but that oak tree's gone.
There's a lot of species that need intact forest and contiguous dark forest in order to survive. That's both in the plant community and in the animal community.
We raise sheep. We've never had trouble with coyotes before. They're around us, we hear them. This last year, right after they got through cutting, the coyotes moved over on us. They killed 3 lambs.
I spent a lot of happy hours in these woods hunting grouse. They're gone. Their claim is that once they clear cut these woods, the grouse will come back. And they're gonna have to prove that to me.
Our back roads are just, they were a rutted, muddy mess.
Because they're not really designed to have 18-wheel trucks run up and down them. These are just county roads.
And the county bridge going out through 80ville has a limit on it, and they take 2 and 3 times that much over the bridge all the time.
Clear cutting in particular causes pretty significant erosion, and you'll have a siltation problem in the river. A couple of years ago in 2013, we had a sediment accumulation on the banks and up on the roads where we hadn't had it before.
The groups that are concerned about this logging, like the Indiana Forest Alliance, are not saying they're against all logging on the state forests.
They do log private land here, and a lot of people earn a good living off logging, but they do it in such a way that they can sustain it. I don't think we can sustain this kind of logging for more than 10 or 12 more years, and then these forests will all be gone.
Most timber buyers are getting most of their wood from private woodlands, and they don't need a stick of lumber from the state forests.
They get like 40% of what a private landowner would get for his timber.
Today there is a glut of wood on the market in Indiana. There isn't some serious demand out there for state forest wood.
I think our trees in the state forest shouldn't be treated as a cash crop.
Economics cannot be the main reason for everything we do.
This is short-term gain and long-term loss.
There have to be alternatives, I'm sorry, to getting rid of the trees. There just have to be.
Most people don't know what's going on.
It's an urgent matter.
We just really need to wake up and act before it's too late.
Within 20 years, under the current lumbering plan, they intend to enter every single tract in the state forest system and log.
We have to be stewards of the land, not owners of the land, and there's a big, big difference.
This, for me, is not just a place to ride. This is a place to be part of something greater than myself.
People need to know if they want large areas of wild nature to remain in Indiana State Forest, they need to let Governor Pence and their legislators and the DNR director know that today.
This is my refuge, and I don't want to lose it, and I don't want the people of Indiana to lose it.
I don't know what they're going to do when the timber sales begin to decline because, we only have so much, and when it's gone, it's gone.